the Iron Hill brand is what we do for our customers, and it's what do our customers think and feel about Iron Hill.
But I think it's a lifestyle choice for a lot of people too, the brand.
Yeah, I think the brand ties to feelings people have towards us, and they experience it, like you said, in a lot of different ways. Some has to do with the feel and the atmosphere of the restaurant. Some has to do with the products that they, the beer and the food and the service, certainly.
A brand promise, I think, or I believe, is that promise that we make to our customers, that expectation that every time they come into one of our restaurants, they're going to have a certain experience. And it's the promise that we make to our customers. Fresh, handcrafted beer, food that's made from scratch in every restaurant, and a really great, knowledgeable service staff.
It is very much about the experience and what happens day to day with the customers. Our brand promise, we've talked about it being uncompromised, handcrafted experiences. So it's a big part of our concept is that everything is fresh, and we're going over and above, and our service staff is friendly, knowledgeable.
It's not they've experienced it once or twice, and then occasionally it kind of falls off. But that level of us having those products at that level, they get each and every time they come in.
We created architecture that was much more upscale than the average Brew+Pub.
And I think it's important kind of to note that it's not a cookie cutter architecture, so they all look the same.
Sure.
But each of our restaurants is different. There's a brewery in every location, and that sets us apart. And
that definitely sets us apart.
And you can see the brewery and the open kitchen.
What we do, no other restaurant companies do in terms of each restaurant being unique and different. We wanted to be at the high end of the casual dining market, and we wanted to do everything fresh from scratch, which is very unusual in the casual market.
It starts with the products. It starts from there that we have great products, because then it trickles down to the staff. The secret of our success is that they have great products to put in front of the customer.
The comments that I get personally are often about how great the staff was, and how they knew our products, and how passionate they were, and how much fun they had.
It speaks to a bigger part of the culture, because without that culture, it's hard for the staff to keep that promise, which is inspire loyalty, which is to inspire loyalty amongst our guests. And in order to do that, we have to inspire loyalty amongst our staff.
Our staff can, when you really think about it, they can deliver on the brand promise every day. If you're a cook executing recipes and great plates for the guest, that's delivering on our brand promise.
Sure. We want customers to come back, and that's a big part of what our staff does in terms of reaching out and just knowing our guests and getting them to become brand ambassadors for Iron Hill.
I think everybody knows what the goal is, and I think it's important. It's like a crew team, everybody's got to be rowing in the same direction.
In being in small communities, to show that you gotta show that you really care. It can't just be about taking. You gotta be about giving back.
Being a part of the local community is important, and charity in the local community it goes hand in hand with that.
What separates us is we do everything very well. We do food differently than most other casual restaurants, because we're doing it from scratch, and most casual restaurants just don't do that. Our beer is extraordinary. We have beer that you can only get in our restaurants in the whole world, and we've certainly been recognized for that many, many times. So we have some of the best beer in the world, but you got to come to one of our restaurants. And then our people are really good at delivering the product.
They look at it and go, I have all these choices. I can go to these 5 restaurants, and I'm going to go to that one because they deliver every time I go in there, and I have a good experience.
We consistently deliver on what we promise our guests over and over.